And the Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll operate out of split backs. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Give to the back. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. The run from the shotgun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late the season.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Huber. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack.
Opportunity. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. 3rd down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open. What does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes the right decision.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Quarterback making checks. On the move. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 30 short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
Well, that's about as risky as he can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it? Nice job offense.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And you got to wonder what the defense is feeling on this drive here, because they've had 5 straight runs now, and they ran it on 1st, 2nd, 3rd. They got it on 4th down, so that's a kick in the gut. And all of a sudden, right away on 1st down, they're running it at you again. You're not being respected right now on defense, and until someone stops the running game, you're not going to get it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. Oh, it's Abraham. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He fires one deep down the right side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'll run the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Cuber. Here's a heat. He slings it deep to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs, and then hopefully move the football.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Rebels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Turning it on. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Tight end now in motion. Back has it. Fouls through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Dropping back, it's Abraham. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Powers through the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Cuber. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Motion from the back. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Rebels! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. Can't get it to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll try the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll immediately call timeout. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense not showing press coverage. Oh, he's got a chance. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
Hey, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Reese. There he goes. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Cuber. Makes the catch, it's Lockett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Hendricks. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Here we go, sack. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. It's complete on the right side. Ball is loose. And the ball goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Oof, that's one of those where you breathe really deep. It feels like the ball's in slow motion, just trickling out of bounds. Please get out of bounds. Offense catches a huge break. Now you still got a chance to go put some points on the board.
The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Marches ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second.
Snatches it on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Good enough for a first down.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got him there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with him. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Yeah, and there's nothing harder on a defense than when you run play action and you suck me up a few steps. And you got tight ends like this, Palmer, that can run down the field, be a big...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And that one will give them the lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Navy. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Cuber. Going over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Rebels! Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Across the 25. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's the handoff. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Huber. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They boot it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Cuber. He's open on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Running into the open space. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking downfield, it's Cuber. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Finding an escape route. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that. On the QB sneak on 4th down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to pass, it's Cuber. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Fires downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And, man, that was an almost opportunity for this defense that you thought he might could get the pick, but I like the way they drop back. They play the pass, they break on the football, and they make sure that the receiver can't make a play.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Cuber. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hendricks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the 1st down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable. But obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off play action on 1st down. Going for the big play. Makes a catch at the 20. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Cuber. And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
That makes the score Ohio State 49.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A quick timeout call by the kicking team here. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves
going for it all. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Might as well stick with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.